Hey guys, Tarab here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Crossroads, playing for today's spawning in the south bay of Kobal. Playing as Ostheer, and his loadout is Spearhead, German infantry, and Osttruppen. He's off against some magical bullets. I believe this is Tonkatsu, a Korean player. Against US forces, and his loadout is mechanized, Airborne, and infantry. In terms of ranks, Kobal around rank 45 Ostheer, and Cheese around rank 15 US forces. Interesting capping order here from Cheese. Coming out this side. Take some time to put down some tank traps and going for this cutoff first with the tank trap early on. Looking to get aggressive with the rifleman. Charging into the heavy cover over here, interrupting the capture a little bit. MG pushing up. Fire on the MG did kind of reveal its positioning. Giving Cheese an opportunity here to come in on the flank. We do have some pies protecting the flank, but the rifleman should be able to overpower them here. So slowing things down a little bit. But not a very good start here for Kobal. About to get flanked by this rifleman. He's packing up, repositioning. Oh boy, they're taking too much damage and a big misclick here. MG setting up in the wrong direction. Could even go down here. Grenadier's coming around the wrong side of this pile of logs as well. Rifleman hoping to get the kill. Nope, they abandoned the chase. Wasn't losing any health. Now Rifleman up against the Grenadier's close range, but Rifleman already quite low after beating off the Pioneers. But now has to face against two Riflemen on this far side, and that is too tough. So yeah, it can be tough as Ostheer in the early game. If you misplay with your machine gun, you can get off to a horrible start against US forces. I'm just so strong against the Grenadiers early on. Needs to bring this second Grenadier around to assist in the fight here. Try to set up a 2v1 scenario. Looks like he's going to push it instead onto the squad that's on the fuel, but might still end up losing because that squad is so low in health. MG coming forward, setting up. Oh, but his darts is out of there. Looks like it killed a model. Interrupted the burst, so didn't get suppressed. Might not have gotten suppressed anyway. Meanwhile, do have a pyre on the far side doing some capping. It looks like he's just continuing to put down those tank traps everywhere. And we're seeing the captain also going into the ambulance here, so that will delay his light vehicle, and he's right there. I suppose actually he probably had to tick. Second stage of the captain tick. Yeah, wouldn't have been too far off a half track if he hadn't put that ambulance. Finally forces those rifles off the fuel point there. But yeah, tough start here for Kobal. He's going to be quite far behind. Generally in these scenarios, it's a good idea to go for an extra squad of something. I don't think he's seen the captain yet. Maybe he did see it through the center. Yeah, at least he knows he's not going to be up against an M20, so could open up the option of going for a Panzer Grenadier squad. Perhaps even a second machine gun. He's putting down his medics. Okay. So have quite a few low health squads. Oh, doesn't even have the munitions for that. Oh, okay. Maybe he cancelled a LMG upgrade or something. It's underway now. MG jumping into this building. Maybe he could have made a dash for this one actually. Had the timing there, pyre with the sight. Could have got slightly more aggressive with the machine gun there potentially. Now barred up captain. Guarding over this exit of the base, making life very tough for Kobal. Looks like Rifleman going to make a play for the far fuel once again. Looks like Captain slowly winning this thanks to the bar. Not too far to retreat, and good to retreat slightly early here with those two low health models. Try and conserve a little bit of manpower. But yeah, two riflemen on the far side overwhelming. Kobal going for a sniper here, okay. Interesting option. This is a little bit risky at this particular time. It could be up against a light vehicle right about now. And would have a very little answer to an AA half-track. I guess he's just kind of relying on she's not going for one. Oh, and there we go, get some suppression on the rifles. They don't make it around the corner. But so far the machine gun for Kobal hasn't been super active. Has not been a relevant factor in many engagements. Or many winning engagements at least. Coming in on the flank here, but with the sniper, with the LMG Grenadiers there, these riflemen are not going to last long. Rifleman coming around the corner here now as well. Taking another snipe. Getting a bit of damage on the machine gun, but now a second Grenadier arriving. Doing a lot of damage. I was closing the distance, but the captain did move out of cover. Trying to negate a bit of that flamer damage, but it's still so clumped up. Just did not get spread out there. Re-echelon arrived to win the day, and a pretty early retreat there from Kobal once again, trying to conserve some manpower, which is a good idea because if he does require an anti-tank gun, he's going to need some manpower for it. Going into Spearhead now. Like the other way, we've got bars from Cheese, and it looks like he's just going straight into the Major. Going to go for a super fast medium tank. No mucking around at the light vehicle phase for him.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
But this is a bit of a tough spot for Cheese now. You know, he's slightly outnumbered in terms of boots on the ground. And he's facing down a sniper on Crossroads, which is hard to deal with quite often. His US forces. Suppressed right as he's jumping into the building there. Sniper taking a little bit of damage. Backpedaling up so he can start taking some shots. And in comes the Pyres with the flamer. So this is not going very well here for Cheese. The bugs back there getting back underway. Grenade in. Very early grenade tick here from Cheese as well. Which is useful, you know, if he manages to get a flank around the machine gun especially. Which can happen. He seems to have plenty of munitions, getting weapon upgrades and quite a few grenades going off. Really showing how strong his map control has been so far. Sniper going to work. And even Grenadier is finding some time here to jump on top of Cheese's fuel. Don't think these two squads will even be able to beat them. And oh, there's a smoke actually from the captain to do some capping, not take any damage from the sniper. Rifleman coming around the corner, but quickly getting cut down. Sniper's safe, already up to 8 kills. Very, very quickly. Go for the cutoff here with the Major, while the re-echelon look for an angle. Okay, smoke about to wear off. Sniper coming in. And Kobal also going for a cutoff here. Another smoke. Ooh, and Captain's super low now. Needs to get out of the Vet 1 on the sniper as well. Can use the incendiary shot. Just getting the munitions for it now. Captain got to be careful here. Could go down. Oh no, in come the rifleman from the other side. Oh, he did go for the shot. Only took down one of the two models though.
our supply lines.
But it is fully equipped with LMGs now, so it's a little bit more free. Make use of his munitions, go for those kind of extra shots. Kobal going for a 2-2-2 here. Almost 11 minutes into the game. Kind of crazy. Go for the pack as well, which is a wise idea. Need it eventually. She's getting somewhat close to the Sherman now. Not sure if Kobal had seen the Major, probably saw it as it kept this point here. Should be aware that maybe medium tank is on the horizon, which does make the 2-2-2 that much more puzzling. Why he's getting it such a late timing. Maybe like 2 minutes ago he could have made it work a little bit better, but at this timing it's just going to have such a limited window before a Sherman arrives. Still no commander section as well from Cheese. 2-2 coming in, maybe hoping for the Captain White. I mean Major White. Captain coming around on the flank of the machine gun here. Quite a lot of damage. Ooh. Doesn't get the decoy on it though, and now the 2-2-2 inflicting some damage. I've been trying to close in for the AT grenade, don't quite manage to get it going though. Looks like the sniper did get forced away there, so unable to contribute in this fight, but the 2-2-2 working nicely. Now going for a squad of Panzer Grenadiers. But he has, Kobal has had decent fuel control the last 2 or 3 minutes now, so starting to get a little bit of fuel in reserve. By going for a P-Green here, probably going to delay his first tank. One coming around the corner. Jeez, right there for the Sherman. Okay, starting now a little bit late, starting that tank up, which is, you know, a pretty big error. You're rushing a medium like this, no light vehicle, and you're starting to lose your grip on the game thanks to the sniper and the extra presence from Kobal. Getting that timing is just so critical.
Sherman ready.
Green mid kit here from Kobal. Try and keep this 3-man green on the front lines. But here comes the Sherman. It looks like he maybe used the Captain Supervise there to speed up the Sherman coming out, which is a nice touch from Cheese. It came out super fast.
Our supply line is cut. Germans are making a push.
And now Sherman forcing some retreats. MG jumping out of the building. Maybe could have gone for the kill there if he rammed into the building. Maybe could have flattened the machine gun inside. Like rammed into this side of the building. Maybe would have done enough health damage to it, combined with the HE shot. Oh boy, just Sherman takes a walloping straight away. Pat getting in 2 shots, takes a Faust as well. Looking for the wipe here on these retreating Grenadiers. Sniper coming in from the side. Doing a lot of damage, and 2-2-2 getting aggressive here. Machine gun through the center covering. And P-Green's coming around the corner. This is not a good start here for Cheese. Dropping some Major Arty on top of the machine gun. Captain coming in from the side now, but the 2-2-2's there to defend. Sniper, oh, takes a bit of damage from his own. Major Arty, wow. Oh, looking for the damage on the sniper, but not enough. MG Grenadiers coming around the corner. Could this be the end of the Captain? Sniper. Oh, does not manage to get a shot off. Very, very close if it did. It would have been the end, and that was a weird retreat path. Getting pushed by the Sherman. Peagrin's in a bit of trouble now. Sherman looking for the wipe. Connecting for a second shot. Oh, and Sherman does not manage to finish the job. Pack advancing. And that is a lot of bleed all of a sudden for Cheese. Take a look at the KD. You can see Kobal just way ahead. She's going for these aggressive maneuvers. Trying to you know, outposition the sniper, maybe flank and get some kills, but man, he is bleeding manpower like crazy. And yeah, he did lose his grip on the game. They're not going for a light vehicle here and kind of allowing Kobal off the hook after such a bad early game. But we're about to be right back in the mix. Second Sherman coming in, back the other way. Kobal getting a second AT gun. So he's playing a really static, passive game. Has ticked up to Battle Phase 2. So potentially this could have been like a new tank instead for Kobal. He put his tech down in time. Use that manpower for a Panzer IV. A double pack's a safe option. Also have a fuel cache back up here. Just a rear sight and a 1v1. We've got some major recon in, spotting the team weapon locations. We're going to assist him with this next piece of aggression from the Sherman, which is a nice touch. Using a major recon to spot team weapon positions like that. There we go. Got rear echelon leading the way, sweeping, hoping to spot some tellers. Oh boy, pack out on this side, could be in some big trouble. Sherman going forwards, nice smoke. No attack ground there. Pack over here going down very, very quickly. Sherman getting aggressive, going after the other pack. And double rifles coming in from the side. The Sherman not coming in to continue the aggression and not killing the decreep pack either. Pack in some trouble here. Ooh. It sounded like the 222 went down, maybe to mass AT grenades there. And what a tremendous push there from Cheese. And, you know, nice to see him. Oh, switching it to AP ammo, was he? Looking for the kill on the pack pies, coming across though for the recapture. And there they go. Ooh, Grenadiers go down on the far flank to the other Sherman, smoking off this exit. Got a Sherman in the, a Panzer IV in the works for Kobal, while the Sherman continues to look for the kill on the pack. Pack setting up, could get the kill. No, I think it would require a little bit more damage. I think it's only taken one foul so far. Don't think that would be quite enough health. Is he going to go for critical repair here? Looks like it. We got the one here. Oh, AoE suppression! Oh my god, he's not going to be able to get back in the tank. Oh, that is huge. That is just huge. He's going to lose the Sherman here now because of that smoke that was covering this bunker. Wore off, and the AoE suppression, the rifleman standing next to the vehicle crew, he loses the Sherman because of that. That is a huge error, or a huge, just huge moment in the game. Managing to steal away this pack here, though, that could be big. Did, you know, also managed to wipe out the Grenadier on the far flank, so certainly a good maneuver for Cheese, but that could potentially have been a game ender there. If he kept both Shermans alive, would have had so much momentum. Briefly started up a Scott, and now deciding to go for another Sherman, which I think is fair. Kobal hasn't really had time to reset his defensive lines that well. Gonna be down one pack. Really, when going for this aggression with like double Shermans, the thing you worry most about is probably like teller mines. Hitting a teller just puts a shut down to those maneuvers so quickly. Sniper coming in from the side. But Kobal hasn't really had time to put down any tellers after that last piece of aggression. So double Sherman should still be quite effective here. Oh, going forwards, but instantly taking damage. Pack here, maybe not quite with the angle, but P4 going to run right into it here, and there is a rifleman there for the snare. Pack connecting again, Sherman going forwards and gets the kill. P4 goes down immediately. Oh, but main gun crit on the Sherman here. Needs to use the smoke, cover the pack force some attack grounds at least, hoping... Oh, not... Oh, he's blocking his own tank as well. Oh, and the pack gets the kill. Without that tiny bit of blocking, he might have been able to get away with that low health Sherman. And yeah, didn't use the smoke either to force the attack ground attempt. Slightly clumsy there from Cheese. Sherman here doesn't have the machine gun upgrade, so not quite as effective. Hard to get super aggressive with it. But here comes a wall of bars, and could even go for a chase down on this pack here. This P4 going in for Kobal in production. Sherman looking for the wipe on these piles. Oh, there's a teller on this base entrance. Oh my god. Does not quite get the kill. He's going in for it. He's low health Grandier here as well. But yeah, without the machine gun upgrades, you can see the difference that it makes here. Looks like maybe he's going to drive into the smoke and go for a crit repair inside the smoke. Oh, but he doesn't have veterancy on this, right? Oh, he does have just enough. Alright. Crit repair, and he's out of there. This time it looks like it's going to work out nicely. Oh, yes, mine's on the fuel. A bit of damage. Cut off here. Oh, Sniper going to run right into the Captain's smoke. Oof. Notices in time. Attack grounding into the smoke now with the flamer. Rifle grenade into the smoke as well, but already retreated. And Sherman out back for repairs now. But man, oh, that little bit of blocking from the second Sherman and no smoke. Smoking off the pack. A few errors there. Oh, P4 getting aggressive here. Trying to find the Sherman. It's low. Pack setting up. Going to connect once. Sherman mobilizing, a little bit risky, but I think it can survive at least one shot. There we go, connecting on the rear. P4 low now. I think that was a, yeah, that was a HE shot. Very lucky for that to penetrate on the rear armor. Well, not very lucky, but reasonably lucky. And vehicle crew here making herself useful. We've got double time repairs on that Sherman. But yeah, just a few errors here from Cheese. He could have potentially closed out the game, but instead he's right back in the wars. But you can see the extra income from the fuel cache really panning out for him quite nicely. He's right there for another Sherman if he's going to go for it. But looks like he's going to go for the Scott, which is also a decent option. Good thing about the Scott is it's decent against snipers. Because unless it's been changed, I think it does 100 damage per hit. Which means it can one-shot the full health sniper. At the very least, Cheese will allow Cheese not to go in for super aggressive maneuvers every time. Interestingly, he hasn't put bazookas on his rear echelon yet as well. Be a nice addition. He still hasn't selected commander as well. Now could be the time, you know, if he's going for the Scott, going to try settle into a more of a long game. Could potentially go for mechanized and get the dozer blade upgraded on a Sherman, make it a little bit more durable, less likely to go down in like a head-to-head engagement. Ooh, Pack getting a nice connection there. Pack not quite getting the shot off, and there's the Scott opening up for its first hit. Pack repositioning, connecting once with the Sherman, smoke from the rear echelon, moving into the capture circle here, and the VP score is actually pretty good for Kobal, despite being quite far behind it multiple times during this match. And now he has gone for a Strug. So now Cheese actually a little bit on the back foot in the head-to-head tank engagements. Also lost a rifle squad, which I don't know if I covered or not. P4 coming in, hoping to get the wipe on the pack. And Scott in a little bit of trouble from the strip from the other side. Sherman also in trouble. This is not going well for Cheese at all. Pegrins gonna survive, but another main gun crit. Oh my god. And that is a green light for Kobal to come in. And there we go. P4 connecting long range. What was that going down? Rifleman going down. And Pack getting decrewed. Just a horrible string of events here for Cheese now. Strook trying to stick around, get the kill. Scott picking some shots along range, but the snipers there doing a lot of damage. Now the Pack moving in to also open up on the decrewed Pack. Oh god, that's a risky move. Rifleman jumping out of the building right in front of the P4, almost taking a direct hit. And the Scott going down. A little bit of damage on the sniper there with that rifle flank, but yeah, losing the Scott. Pack still alive though. Not sure if that was the best trade though for Cheese, and now he is down in the dumps. Cope with a huge supply lead. 33 points ahead. Which is just crazy. Got another Sherman coming in, and both the tanks are low here, so maybe he could come in, get some aggression going, especially if the Pack is not in position to assist, and make a miracle happen here. Rebuilding a rifle squad here. Is it bar down there at the bottom? Okay, coming in with the Sherman, and oh, that's a really good hit. And now the Pack gonna get decrewed here. Wow. P4 coming out, but it's one shot here. Sherman's still on HE though, so can't really fight back, and unvetted riflemen on the road just get ripped apart by the Vet 2 Pegrins. Pack setting up, looking for the kill on the Pack it looks like. But Kobal gonna go for the crew on that now. Oof, Pack getting the shot off just slightly too late. Took some health damage. If it gets decrewed here, is that dead? Oh my god, another main gun crit. Is that every single time he's got to that amount of health he's got a main gun crit? That is absurd. Truly absurd. Gonna go for another critical repair here. Oh, but MG coming in from the side, packing a bit of trouble. Got the rifleman. Crit repair. Oh, attack round through the smoke. Knocks out the Panzer IV. Kobal pays the price. And now could lose the machine gun as well. Wow. Grenade there, getting the kill. Pack is still alive, only just. Gonna go for the kill on that and gets it. Wow, what a turnaround there from Cheese. Saving the Sherman. Killing the P4. Stealing the MG and decrewing and killing the Pack. I thought he was out of this game with that huge disadvantage. Why is this not firing? Taking forever to fire, and bundle grenade into the retreat. Oh, and he gets it.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Also connected with the machine gun there. Man, what a
losing a capture point.
what a back and forth match this has been so far. But Cheese, I still think quite far behind at this stage. Well, not quite far.
You got a rifle squad waiting for orders.
A little bit behind. He's just, yeah, so long vetted infantry now. That will be a big issue for him up against, you know, this pretty well vetted infantry corps as well as the sniper. So that'll be tough for him. And the second tank about to join for Kobal. Doesn't have the anti-tank gun anymore, but Cheese a bit low on manpower, still quite a way away from his next vehicle. Can make use of the oh, he lost the other vehicle crew. Interesting.
Our supply line just got cut off.
And now recon plane up from Kobal. Sherman actually pulling back after seeing that, appearing in a more defensive position. And the option is going to be another Sherman. Pack coming in from Kobal. The MG42 now, which is nice. If you didn't manage to pick this up, another option could be at this stage to tick into the Lieutenant. Gives you access to another squad. And then gives you access to the machine gun as well. Not that the machine gun would be exceptionally strong up against a sniper like this. Oh my god. Sherman in trouble immediately. P4 chasing in for the kill, but bounces it. And oh boy, missed from the pack. Seems that the Sherman does not go in for the kill. A little bit lucky that time, making up for all those main gun crits earlier. Captain doing a bit of damage there, but Kobal now sitting pretty. The majority of the map control, points training against Cheese, but he's only 70 VPs behind at this stage, so it's alright. Going full steam ahead on these repairs. All 3 units here repairing that low health Sherman back on the battlefield as quickly as possible. Because without the vehicles, you know, he's just getting picked apart by the sniper. Having trouble getting anything done. Kobal picking up a second Pyro squad as well for further repairs himself. And the Shermans do still need those machine gun upgrades. He's getting some pretty good HE shots, but MGs make it... Oh man, just avoids losing it there. MGs do make a big difference, especially if you're doing like a risky run around the side of an AT gun. Assisting with the decrew pack, sitting up here before charging in. Oh boy, Sherman getting caught on the pathing. What was that? This one doing some donuts. And Sherman goes down there. That is just 100% what Cheese did not need right there. Sherman coming in, getting aggressive. Duke could go down here, pack sitting up on it. Sherman looking for the kill. Smoke out there from Kobal. First time I think we've seen him make use of the Panzer Tactician. Attack ground there from the Sherman. And the pack did not kill either of those. Ooh. Sniper opening up on this rifle coming in from the side. And I could lose it now, Sniper. No, does not get another shot on. Oh boy. Drop bar. Oh no, drop bazooka. Oh, Sherman coming forwards and finds the low health... What? Oh, came forwards and killed the P4. And the one shot from Death Stug actually surviving there. Wow. Okay, that P4 is still pretty healthy. I thought it was on 3 shots. Okay, well at least he traded evenly there. He's pretty much got the resources for another Sherman. Not the end of the world. And machine gun on the far flank, making itself useful finally. Shutting down Kobal over there. She's making use of the smoke again. But this is just going back and forth. There's tanks getting traded left and right. Neither player able to accumulate that critical mass and start to overwhelm their opponent. Looks like Cheese actually going to continue to reinforce his troops. Which is going to delay his next tank a decent amount. And this sniper is just such a huge thorn in his side. Up to 43 kills now. Here we go. Sniper opening up again. Okay, re-echelon smoke. We've got a rifle squad on the other side of the shrubs, looking to spring an ambush here. Recon plane in from Kobal though. Gotta spot that. Sniper needs to be careful here. Yep, notices it now and gets out of there. Grenade into the smoke, hoping to catch him out of position, but catch him unawares. Unsuccessful. Notice it, but an MG on the far flank got forced away. Rifle grenade in. Oof, pretty good damage. Rifle is determined to get the cap off before exiting though. Ooh, that's a tough retreat path. Looks like this rifle squad did manage to find the sniper. Got some damage on it, but smoke and... was that suppression as well? Yeah. Shutting down any further action from those rifles. Still coming in here trying to do some damage with its machine gun upgrade. Hoping for the D crew, but Pack sitting up now. Oh boy, what was that? Shot just disappeared, like... it was weird from the Pack. Still in a bit of trouble, but the Sherman missing. Pack over here. Looking for a follow-up shot, but oh, Sherman connects on that shot. Pack setting up again, but every time the Sherman just avoiding the arc. And Sherman, oh, he's coming back in on low health. With the smoke up, attack ground from Kobal. No, he's just going to back out of this. No grenadiers nearby for the Faust to slow things down here, so decides to just play it safe and pull back. And there we go. She's getting one on the board. And this is an interesting turn of events. Kobal going for a Brumbier here. Which is a somewhat strange option. He's pretty close to a tiger. Did now, of course, tick up, get out as tier 4. Could have gone for a tiger here instead, which maybe would have been a safer choice, especially given how good Cheese has been with the flanks with his Shermans at the moment. So, see how the Brumbier goes. I just feel like the Brumbier not really that necessary, not up against an insurmountable amount of anti-infantry. And yeah, not that good against armor. Does leave him a little bit exposed. Ooh, but there we go. Nice use of attack ground there, getting the re-echelon on retreat. A lot of reinforcements for Cheese. Kobal popping up the recon plane again. Or getting aggressive. Jumping out the back, repairing. Pack is Vet 2. Just be cautious of that. His weapon health is quite low though. It's decrewed, looks like it will die. Pack setting up. Connecting with the Brumbier. Brumbier looking to go for an attack round over the building. Nope. Pack connecting again. Rifleman coming around the corner on the sniper. Sniper, he's not paying attention to the sniper. Oh, he rounds the corner, super low in health, but he will be able to get away. Very, very close call there. And MG around the corner, shutting down these rifles. Maybe they're hoping to get a grenade off there, but not quite. Showing back up to full strength. And another Strook coming in for Kobal. So once again, another assault gun will leave him vulnerable to getting flanked.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
Which is once again where the tellers will come in handy. Teller? Yeah, fresh teller there from Kobal. Nice to see.
Supply line just got cut off.
And still no MG upgrades on these Sherman, which is a bit very surprising to me. I don't know why he wouldn't go for them. It's just like free extra damage. They're coming in. Doing moderate damage. Oh, second Sherman looking to get aggressive, catching the Pack out of position potentially. And no grenadiers nearby for the snares. Sherman hoping to get in there, get the kill. Oh, pretty good shot. But yeah, this is where the machine gun would really come in handy as he goes for this kind of flank. Pack manages to get one more shot off on the Sherman, and the Strug got cancelled, now rebuilding it. Maybe he's hoping to go for a Panther or similar. Maybe coming in with the bazooka with the snare. And maybe hoping to go for the steal on this decrew Pack here. Brumbier coming back in. Probably should have been, in here contributing. Oh, yep, going for the steal. Decent connection, but I think he'll be able to get away with it. Here Recon plane up again. Pack coming in on the Brumbier, connecting. And a fresh pack for Kobal. Setting up. Oh boy. MG, oh, getting decrewed by the flamer and the sniper coming in from the side. The Brumbier shutting down this infantry aggression. Both Shermans out back for repairs now, but the recon plane going to spot them. Sniper advancing. He's got to be careful with these forward repairs here. Could backfire on him quite badly. Okay, AT gun sitting up. Sniper going to go for a kill here. He could like... Okay, Captain coming forwards. Ooh, big shot from the Sherman. Gets the kill on the P-Greens there. Double pack surrounding the corner now. Going to stop the Stug going in for the chase. But the Sherman just going to pull back. Try and complete repairs. Going to try overdo it here. Man, if Kobal didn't cancel that Stug, it would have gone so well in that last engagement. But now double AT guns on the side of Cheese. Managed to wipe out the P-Greens as well. He's looking good all of a sudden. Kobal managing to regather the machine gun in the center though. Double AT guns sitting up. Sherman coming forwards to defend. Okay, now pulling back. They are quite low in health and 3 models apiece. Oh, engine damage. Oh, won't be a big damage, but taking big damage as well. Oh, the double packs just ripping in. And even using smoke there, he's worried about the packs ranging him. Was out of range. Playing it safe.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
And another Sherman coming in. So 3 Sherman now. Still no machine gun upgrades on these. Man, it's really irritating me. If you go for the machine guns, now with 3 Sherman on the field, you could maybe afford to leave them all on AP and just go for like some really aggressive plays. Try and get the kill on these 2 tanks, but other machine gun upgrades. Sherman's okay on AP, but it's not particularly good. Looks like a rebuilt Grenadier here from Kobal, immediately upgraded with the LMG. So extra squad with the snare, and you know, he has been caught short on many of these engagements, not having a snare on deck, which has hurt him. Okay, here we go. Oh, looks like he did get the machine gun upgrade on the fresh one. Hopefully the others will follow suit. Got plenty of munitions for it, and still no commander selection. Maybe he's trying to prove a point here. Got plenty of munitions. Could also make use of the P-47s at this stage, which could come in handy. Maybe leave him some room to keep his Shermans on HE. Make up for the anti-tank damage with the P-47s. Smoke in onto these team weapons from the Sherman. This one's still quite low though, and he's getting aggressive in, coming through, clearing out the other MG. Triple Shermans in front of this pack, and here comes the Stug. A lot of damage. AT guns coming in behind this. Oof, Sherman's taking a lot of damage there from the Stug pack combo. Double packs coming forwards though for Cheese, and Stug in a bit of trouble. Sherman's coming around the corner on it here. Sherman also getting low. Smoke out from the Stug. Pack goes down. But these 2 packs also getting very low for Cheese. Stug just staying very safe, pulling all the way back here. Brumbier not coming across to assist. And he manages to get the decrew going for the steal on one of Cheese's packs, but that also gets decrewed very quickly. But all these Shermans quite low in health. This one now coming in on the flank, but could take a Faust here. The damaged engine, looks like one of them goes down. Rifleman also very, very low. Oh, bit of phase through action there, not hitting stop in time. And Kobal not bringing the Stug back in, playing it very, very safe with that. Here we go, engine damage onto this, and one of these Grenadiers still with the bazooka here, with the Brumbier, with the follow-up. Oh, Sherman coming back in on low. Oh, Pack, I think, was shooting at the D-Crew Pack there, instead of shooting at the Brumbier. Potentially costing him the kill on it. And there we go, Sherman goes down. Oh, and the Pack goes down as well on retreat. Were those fully reinforced as they came in there? Goes for the kill on that and make sure it doesn't change hands, but could also lose this Pack now. Super low in health. LMG Grenadiers closing in. Okay, did not get in there. Oh, tapped in. Oh, gets the decro on the MG. Man, what a difference having the bazooka on the Grenadier made during all of that. That was crazy. But now, Cheese down the dumps, trying to play this too aggressively. Bunker Buster into a retreat path, gets the kill. Bunker Busting Barrage has such long range. Nicely done there by Kobal. Now Cheese really down the dumps, man. If he just pulled back a little bit earlier, played it a little bit more conservatively. You know, that Sherman that went diving around the side of the Brumbier there, that play did not really work out in his favour. But it's, you know, it can be tough to micro 3 tanks at once in those hectic engagements. Looks like the sniper went down. Did I catch that? I might not have. The sniper went down though. Kobal rebuilding it straight away. And Cheese actually rebuilding the captain here. Interesting. Maybe he wants to continue having access to the smoke. Which has been working out reasonably well for him so far. And you have to imagine, you know, what happens if Cheese just ticked Airborne during that last battle, dropped the P-47s, forced the Brumbier off. This would have gone a lot more smoothly for him there. Maybe even could have killed the Stug. Sherman coming forwards. And they'll take engine damage here, it looks like, from this Grenadier. Nope. Decides to pull back. Pack coming in from the side. Stug could be in trouble, and this time does tick his commander. Main gun crit on that. Sherman getting aggressive, but it looks like it's targeting the Brumbier. Oh, Stug missing the killing blow on the Sherman. It looks like everything's going to get away alive here. Attack ground from the Pack, hoping to catch the Sherman, but does not. Yeah, this time he didn't quite have as many units to push with, having lost so many in the last battle. Still did some decent damage, got these tanks low, and you know, pretty close to being able to call in another one once that's cooled down, so still going to have another attack like that up his sleeve. Also with quite a few resources, could go for another Sherman here again. Just needs to find the right angle. Looks like he's going 2-on-1 repairs on one tank, trying to get that back up to speed as quickly as possible. He is struggling in the anti-infantry department, turning over that machine gun. And all these vetted up Grenadiers and the freshly rebuilt sniper double machine guns. Very tough for Cheese to get anything done here without a Sherman assisting him. So getting one of those back on the battlefield quickly, going to be a big benefit. No, it looks like he's going... Oh, yeah. Oh, he is going for it. No. He's changing his mind a couple times. Going back for repairs now. So it indicates maybe he's going to go for like a 3 Sherman super aggressive play. And Kobal, a little bit slow with his repairs at the moment. Treating these pyres now. Cheese looks like he's going to hit the battlefield with his 3 Shermans. Maybe a little bit faster than Kobal is. In terms of VPs, 60 VP lead for Kobal, so not super relevant. And P-47's up and ready to roll again. So I'm guessing we're going to see another triple Sherman push here from Cheese. And let's see what he can do with it. Bit slow jumping into them all here. Okay, recon plane up, and I don't think any of these has the machine gun upgrade, so can't really shoot that down effectively. And he seems to have just gone straight up AFK here for a few seconds. Now coming back a few units, going for supervise on another Sherman. Okay, so 4 Sherman, which are going to be spotted by the recon plane. Does have a machine gun upgrade on one of these Sherman. So Kobal's going to see this coming though. This is the benefit of the recon plane, which is helping him out here. And he's positioned his Stug and his pack appropriately. And Sherman in some trouble now. Luckily the damage getting split among 2 Sherman there, so that everything's going to survive. And he also had his pack in a decent position to force off the Stug. Bunker busting barrage, going for the pack long range here. There's some really nice damage, could get the decrew here. Nope. Shots getting short. Up and going for the capture. And now going to be able to get the neutralize here. Relieve a bit of that VP pressure. Also going for the fuel, and Cheese does need that fuel. Both players do, in fact. Oftentimes when we get this deep in the game, players don't really need the fuel so much anymore, but in this particular case, so many tanks going down on both sides. Definitely needs that fuel. And Kobal getting a Panther now. Once again, I am surprised we're not seeing Tiger. Panther also a decent option. Okay, here we go. Stug switching sides, going for the Sherman. Did he get the wipe there? No, Grandy's got away very, very low. And Panther chasing in, leading the charge on the Sherman. Pack coming around the corner. 3 stars of vet on that. It's very scary. Pyro's coming forwards, but getting torn apart straight away, and we still have those P-47s. In come the Sherman, going for a deep flank on the pack on the far side, calling in the P-47s over here as well. And Sniper out here in a bit of trouble. No retreat on that. Pack getting decrewed, and Pack coming through for Cheese. P-47s connecting with the Brumbier, and Sniper does manage to retreat. Engine damage on one of these Sherman. Brumbier coming out the side, still alive though. Panther taking engine damage and getting quite low. Sherman coming back in, looking for the kill on the decrew pack, and nothing there for the recrew. Stug backing its way into the battle here. This could be trouble. It takes a volley from the P-47s. He might be spotted by the rifleman here. Pack setting up on it. Oh boy, Stug could go down here. P-47's coming in for another pass, or have they just expired? Okay, looks like they just ran out. In they come. And there we go, Stug goes down. Brumbier cornered now against the double Sherman. And Panther with engine damage, too slow coming over here. And there we go, Brumbier goes down. Kobal, I think, you know, backing his Brumbier out to this side was okay, but then he didn't continue to back it away to safety, leaving the Brumbier over there stranded. And maybe the Brumbier's machine gun upgrade was shooting at the P-47, which is how Cheese knew there was over here, and allowed him to go in aggressively there for the kill. But the sniper did survive. However, Kobal quite far behind after all that. Rebuilding his pack now, a bit of extra anti-tank required up against all of these Shermans. So many of them. This might be a critical mass now. 3, another one in production, another one on repairs. So he's going to have, what, 5 Sherman? It's a tall task to overcome. Hard to use 5 Sherman at once, but because they, you know, you can just back them out, hit exit on the crew, they'll repair themselves up. Makes it easier than maybe some of the other factions. Trying to use so many mediums at once. So don't have to worry about the repairs quite as much. Panther back up to full though.
Swing it around. Get fire on that AT.
What's the captain doing over here? Could go down to the Panther now with the machine guns. And does. That was a... what was he doing?
Crowds are sniffing around our asses.
Don't
Tactical
know.
point being captured.
Okay, we've got 3 Sherman. Looks like they're maybe ready. No, he's going to fully repair everything, going for a big all-in push again. Got another run of P-47s already as well. He's had such good map control,
They're at 200
converting
points.
to a tremendous amount of munitions.
The word comes, boys. I want you to keep swinging.
Yeah, I think this is a good option here. Another recon plane coming in for Kobal. He needs this intel to make sure he doesn't get horribly outpositioned by these Sherman. And back the other way also, Pathfinder's here, going to help spot the team weapons long range for Cheese. Make it easier for him to get aggressive with these Shermans and not get caught out by the support weapons. Dropping down a beacon there. Pack trying to position itself on the Panther. And Pathfinder spotting long range. He bounces that first shot. Triple Shermans considering going in. Decide against it.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
There we go, sniper opening up on the Pathfinders. And that is going to force Cheese back. No, Triple Sherman coming around the corner here. Going for the Pios. Oh, and the pack in trouble. Looks like it's going to go down to LMG Grenadiers. Double Sherman coming in from the side. Looking for the decrew on this pack. But these Sherman a little bit slow joining in on the fun. Looks like maybe he's targeting the sniper here. Hoping for the kill. Oh, very, very low health as a sniper. And come the P-47s now. And the sniper goes down to the Sherman. P-47's connecting with so much damage. Panther staying stationary for a while, popping the smoke. Pack also in trouble. And a Sherman sandwich. Had trouble getting that one out. Oh, a main gun crit now back the other way for Kobal's tank finally. And P-47's finishing the job in the base. It's that teller, but not going to matter too much. And the Triple Sherman going for the full base inspection. Ends up losing that Sherman and not quite getting the decro on the pack here, just constantly reinforcing it from base. No machine gun upgrades on this, making it a little bit harder for the Shermans to get the decro here. Okay, there you go, finally gets it. Hard to see how Kobal comes back from this. Very, very low on manpower. We're trying to go for the recrew. Main gun crit on this one, in fact. Okay, that's maybe how he could do it. Sherman rolling on through now. There we go. Try to back that low health one out. Repairing this one out on the far side. Well, this was a pretty crazy match, has to be said. I'm very confused why Kobal just never got the Tiger though. The Brumbier did perform pretty well, but just left him so much more exposed against those flanking plays from the Sherman. Just constantly getting caught out of position with this pack as well. Sherman's just like charging forwards, maybe taking one hit, but then quickly getting the decrew. And just losing so many packs in that fashion. Not having snares in the right place at the right time. Not enough teller mines down.
Enemy forces have 100 points remaining.
And the Panther also. It was alright, but I still think the Tiger would have been the better choice. Looks like he is going to go for that Tiger now. Trying to save all his manpower for it. Kill on a couple of these team weapons. And here comes the big boy. Another Sherman coming in from Cheese with the triple cap now. Kobal very low on VPs. No repairs for this. This is definitely just a meme. Oh, Sherman coming in on HE. That's not going to help too much. So I might just speed things up here. Blitzing in. P-47 scored right on the base doorstep though. And main gun crit. That goes down.
They only have 25 points remaining.
And here we go. Kobal throws in the towel. Well, that was a pretty crazy game, has to be said. Just constant action, just back and forth as well. So many like huge losses on both sides. Team weapons changing hands constantly. Wipes left and right. But eventually Cheese just amassing so many Shermans, just overwhelming Kobal. Couldn't quite get it done this game. But yeah, well played by Cheese. Some nice tactics here, you know, making use of major recon, the Pathfinders to help spot a little bit. So nice plays from Kobal, making use of the recon plane to help position his packs in some of these engagements, but yeah, just constantly getting bum rushed by the Shermans and getting overwhelmed. But GG. We'll wrap on that, guys. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.